All right, so we are back again here with another video, but not a mousepad or mouse review, but instead we are doing a mouse grips review. These are SoSpacers version 3. These are about $10, or at least through Lethal Gaming Gear, which is where I bought them from, and from SoSpacer themselves they are $11. However, I bought these with a mousepad, so I'm not too sure what the exact pricing came out to because of shipping and also the mousepad, and I'm not sure about SoSpacer with their shipping, so I'm not sure if it is just a direct $1 difference or if there's a bigger difference like $5-6 because of shipping and tax. So not too sure about that. And for me, I've only been using it on the HSK for about a month now, roughly. Now obviously these grips aren't like normal like grip tape in comparison to like BTL and other companies out there. These are more of a rounded shape, and they kind of bulge out a bit to more so fit the shape of like fingertip, which is very nice. However, before getting into like the good parts of the SoSpacers, as always with my reviews, I was trying to get into the bad stuff first. And the first thing is here, as you can see with this, I'm trying to fix my camera really quick. So the lighting might be a little bit blown out here since I do have the light directly behind my camera and I don't have any other lights in my room, so sorry about that. However, as you can see with these two here, this one here on the left click and down here, these are not the original positions I put them in. I will put up a picture up right now of what it looks like a before and after. I had more so like almost curved out of this mouse 4 here, almost like rounded like that to fit my thumb a bit more like right here, if that makes more sense. And as you can see, it got pushed quite a bit out, so now it sits way over here, which makes it a bit more awkward to reach for my side buttons if I need to. And same here with left one. I am very sorry about me trying to keep my hand in front of the camera here, but it's rotated over here to the left more versus like a direct 90-degree angle, and it's way forward more. It used to be a bit more in line like this. As you can see, there's quite a bit of more space there on that left click. It used to be like very snug up against my finger here. Now it is not. So these two have moved quite a bit. However, these two are the ones that I've been using for roughly a month. This one I only placed here about 2 days ago, and I also do want to note this could be just potential user error with how I applied them. I did use their wet wipes and cleaned off the mouse, waited for it to dry, and then applied these two here. And then after like 4 hours or 5 hours, then I started using the mouse again. This one here, which is the more recent one, I again cleaned it with the wet wipe. After it dried, I then placed it and waited a full 24 hours, occasionally like pressing down on it to try and keep it in place. And just to show, I am pushing on it a little bit here and clicking the mouse. It's not really moving, but then if I move this one, as you can see, that is sliding all over the place. It's still holding. So same with down here, as you can see. Sorry about that being dirty. The adhesive is just catches a lot of dead skin as well as dirt, but also again, that's the adhesive that where all the dirt is collecting and stuff. So it's very much moved. Like I said, it's supposed to be way back here where my finger is, and now it's way forward. So either the adhesive is bad, or again, could just be user error. I didn't place them correctly and wait long enough before using them. So take what I say here with a grain of salt. But if this is most users' experience, I recommend having your own adhesive if you do have any lying around for whatever reason. If not, then SoSpacer, if you're watching this video, do better with adhesive. But I'm gonna keep saying it, could just be user error because I haven't had any issues with the right click yet. But these two are very bad. I'm gonna have to replace them, clean the adhesive, and then put on new ones, and then hopefully this time they stay. So that is definitely the biggest issue, is adhesive not holding. Again, for me, could be user error. If that is the experience though with these overall with a lot of other people, then that is definitely a big issue in comparison to just normal grip tapes, especially good grip tapes where they have really strong adhesives to really stick onto the mouse. But another thing as well that I've been noticing with these is these, since they are made of, I believe, silicone, I can look into it a bit more because I actually never looked amount into the material that they use, but they do hold quite a bit of grease and finger oils, so it can get a little bit slippery, and I do have to clean it from time to time. But in comparison to normal grip tape, I have BTL grip tapes for my Razor Viper Mini. That just gets dirty. These, like I said, they hold onto like grease and oil, kind of becomes a little bit slippery and you have to clean them. But aside from that, they do hold your fingers pretty well into the position where you have them set. And lastly, the only other thing so far that I can think of that is a bit bad of them is that you don't really get all too many of these for the price. At $10, you only get 6, 3 left and 3 right, versus for like $10 you get like a whole sheet of universal grip tape and just cut pieces to where you need them. Obviously you have to measure out how big you want those pieces to be and stuff like that, but pricing wise, definitely a little bit expensive in comparison. Now onto the good bits here, which I've already mentioned a little bit of, because of the way how these are shaped, and depending on how you position them, like as you can see, I have one here and one down here upside down from each other, because the way I hold it, pretend this is normal, my index finger I actually tend to push up quite a bit, and this stops it, or kind of stops it, but it does stop it pretty well. And then same thing with this one here for my middle finger. When I play, I actually slide my middle finger back quite a bit, so it actually stops it really well. You could also take inspiration from how they have them laid out. You could have them just like grouped up almost like a square, to have a circle in the middle, to just have your finger straight up in there to fit very snug. Definitely very nice in comparison to just grip tape, especially pre-cut grip tape, because obviously that would take up the entire click, and then you wouldn't have your set finger position. You would have to keep on moving it back to where it feels most natural and normal. For these, I just set it there and I'm perfectly fine. So that's pretty much it for the good part. I mean, there's not much else to say that I can think of anyways, because like for the most part it kind of just all intertwines together on how good it is based on how well it holds my fingertips. But I do like the little bit of pop of color. Obviously grip tape has a bit of a pop of color too, but in comparison of something small like this versus a whole sheet of grip tape covering the mouse, definitely very nice. Because like obviously I bought the pink mouse because I like the pink mouse, and just covering it with like black grip tape and not being able to see the pink mouse I bought, definitely nice. So I obviously, that's just like a little bit more of a aesthetic thing. So with that said, do I think the SoSpacers are worth it at $10, roughly 11? Assuming that this is not user error on my end, no, I do not think they are worth it for that much of a problem of these sliding around, unless if you have some adhesive glue or tape or whatever lying around that's better than what they use, then go ahead. But if this is straight up user error on my end, then I do recommend it over grip tapes, or at least trying it out, because they definitely are a bit more comfortable to me. Aesthetically, they are better looking, and they do hold your finger positions very well and wherever you lock them in, assuming that they don't slide around. But of the three that I have placed here, this right click one is doing very, very well. It keeps my finger locked in. I am locked in, touching that the entire time, holding it, and it is very, very nice. But otherwise, that's going to be it for this video. See you guys later.